Jim Harris. I'm the founder and executive director of Connected to Lead, and I have the privilege of starting this off today. We just want to say thank you all very much for coming. Thank you for what you've poured into this event thus far. Continue to make connections with one another. We are so honored to be able to celebrate these young people and they're being able to get these scholarships. Look at all the beautiful faces in the room. This is the largest scholarship awards that we have done to date. So awesome. And I'd also like to share too that the first scholarship that was ever given out was in 2021. So we've been at this for 5 years, and we have given away over 100 scholarships to young people so they can have driving school. So give it up for Street Racing Kills. And so we do want to thank some very important people in the room and also acknowledge some important people. We're also going to talk about who Street Racing Kills is, why Vows Respect the Road Scholarship. You'll have an opportunity to hear from several different people. We have these cute boxes over here and some scholarship certificates that our young people are going to get as well. And so what I'd first like to do is acknowledge our presenting sponsor. And so you all see these beautiful TVs around the room. And so Automobile Club, Southern California, they are in the building. They are the sponsor. Let's give them a hand. Thank you all very much. We appreciate it. And then we'd also like to acknowledge some of the other folks that are in the room. And so we have the Chief LAPD, Donald Graham. And you can raise your hand. All right. Thank you. Additionally, we have Torrance City Councilman, Assam Sheikh. And with the Auto Club of Southern California, I know we've already said, hey, thank you for being a sponsor, but we do want to recognize them individually. All right, Angie, Venegas? Yes. We also have Chris Young, Timothy Stanley, and Roman Garcia. Another amazing sponsor that we have is Waymo, and we have Nuna here with Waymo. Representing Supervisor Holly Mitchell's office, we have Kyle Lee and Tyler Webb. With the Los Angeles County Department of Youth Development, we have Marshila Randall. I haven't seen her walking yet, but we can give it a word. She should be on her way. With the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health, we have Telma Menendez. With Magnolia Science Academy 3, one of my most favorite schools that's located in Carson, we have Karina Palazzolo. Additionally, we want to recognize Streets Are For Everyone and SRK board members John Yee and Maria Rosales. From LASD Motorsports, we have Detective Andrew Arms. And then last but not least, we also want to recognize the Executive Director of the Lions Automobilia Foundation and Museum, Lana Chrisman. So, if I have forgotten anyone or didn't have you on my list, please forgive me. We do want to say again, thank you all very much for being here. And so with that, we're going to transition and have the founder of Street Racing Kills, Miss Lily Trujillo Bucket.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for being here. It gives me such a pleasure to see so many smiling faces, our partners, our sponsors, our SRK team, everybody that puts together so many events every year. And we have the SRK crash car going all over. Even Damien from Street Separator told me the other day, hey, I just saw your car passing by in LA. So I was like, yes, it's working hard. So we're very excited about that. But what is, some of you know, and anybody that's here, what is street racing kills, right? So we create awareness regarding the dangers of illegal street racing and reckless driving among the youth in our communities. And this organization, of course, was born of a lot of pain, a lot of love, and mostly a lot of hope of no more crashes. There was one day, in my humble beginnings, that there was a lady that worked for CASA, which is for foster children. And she was a volunteer, and she told me, Lily, whatever you do with traffic safety, do you know anyone that can give me free driving school? Because this kid is about to graduate, he's going to be on his own, and he doesn't even know how to drive. So I'm thinking, and I'm calling, well, it doesn't exist. And I go, wait a minute, I can buy one, right? I go, wait a minute, one of the things that I really want to do in the future, and this is, I'm going to throw this at Damien, I want to pass a bill on my daughter's Valentina's name, right? But since that's going to take a while, I don't know when that's going to be, I said, wait a minute, I can name this scholarship on Valentina, I'm the founder, so that's why it became the Values Respect the Road Scholarship. We started with one person, then 5, and look where we're here now. We're so happy to be here and be able to share this and continue the legacy of not only Valentina, but all of those who have passed away from a traffic crash and prevent traffic violence altogether. Thank you. And I will introduce my Community Relations Director, Gloria Romero.
I love how Lily said, our humble beginnings. We literally started off with giving a scholarship to one person. And I remember Lily was like, what should I name, the scholarship after? And I'm like, she's like, Valentina, duh, Values Respect the Red Scholarship, right? And we shared a picture the other day of us giving out our scholarships, and it was at Lamppost Pizza. Little pizza place, Lily and I just went, we invited the winners, 5 people, we gave a scholarship out, and we were so excited, we were so proud. So look at where we are today. I want to give you guys, give yourselves a round of applause for me. Guardians, for those that are winning today's scholarship, how did they get here today? How did they get the scholarship? So to get the Values Respect the Road Scholarship, they had to attend our summit, right? So we had an educational program that everybody attended, whether it was via Zoom or it was in person. So that was the first part, right? After attending the scholarship, after extending the summit, then there was an essay. You had an opportunity to read an essay about one of a tragic story, and you had to write about what you read. And then you had to write about your experience, right, of the summit, whether you came in person or via Zoom. Then our amazing committee had to grade those. Now, we have never been in the position that we're in today. We were not able to award every single person that applied for the scholarship, but we are so proud that we were able to award, we're going to be awarding 46 scholarships today. AAA, we couldn't have done this without you. So again, we adore your partnership. And all of our students that are winning today, thank you again, because one of the stories that we shared is Bethany's story. The reason I work for this organization is because I lost my niece to traffic violence, street racing, and I met Lily, and if it wasn't for Lily, I don't know what I was gonna do. But together, we have conquered so many things, and we met so many amazing people along the way. And Lily introduced me to Jen, and I tell you guys, Jen is the magic in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. I don't know how we would do without her. So, round of applause one more time, parents, for all of your support.
We went all over the schools this year. We do it every year, but it wasn't for our partnership with the Department of Youth Development, and we wouldn't have been able to go to so many schools. The Office of Traffic Safety, the Department of Health with Telma, we went all over the place, so many schools that we did. And then our partnership is Reset for Everyone. It helps us with the amazing PSAs that we create for our students. We can pick and choose and see which one we're going to use today, and so we use them all the time. Holly Mitchell, thank you so much. Supervisor Holly Mitchell, we were able to go to Compton, Carson, all that area. With Supervisor Janice Hunt, the same, Wilmington, but we covered all over the place. But if it wasn't for all our partnerships that we have with everyone, but most likely, more than anything, connected to lead with. Thank you so much for being my co-presenter and being always with me and being always available to come with me and Lori to all the schools. So thank you, Connected to Lead, Jen. She's the founder. She's amazing. Thank you. So I would like to introduce now our Senior Public Affairs Specialist from the Auto Club of Southern California, and Jane Venegas.
Good afternoon, everyone. So on behalf of the Auto Club of Southern California, we are honored to support Val's Respect the Road Scholarship Ceremony presented by Street Racing Kills. So we proudly partnered with Street Racing Kills for over 4 years. And I have to say, meeting people like Lily and Lori is what makes the work that we do at the Auto Club so meaningful. Both of them have experienced unimaginable loss due to street racing, yet they have turned their pain into purpose. They're not just talking about change, they're actively creating it. Street Racing Kills' mission is aligned with ours to protect communities, not just drivers, but everyone who shares the roads and our streets. Street Racing Kills is addressing the issue of street racing at its root. They're not just raising awareness, they're taking action. By inspiring teens like all of you to make smart, responsible choices behind the wheel, they're creating real change. Their work is a powerful reminder that one voice, one story can truly make a difference. This is such a special event today. We're not just handing out scholarships. We're helping young drivers take a big step towards safer roads. We know how important it is to reach teens early with the right tools, and these Behind the Wheel scholarships do exactly that. We are helping provide access to professional behind the wheel training, giving students what they need to stay safe and confident as new drivers. It's an investment in their future and in the safety of our communities as well. It's exciting to see these students recognized for their commitment to safety, and we're thrilled to be part of it. Thanks to Street Racing Kills for leading this incredible effort, and congratulations to all the scholarship winners. We can't wait to see the positive impact you'll make out there on the road. Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about our next speaker. Lily and I know that there are individuals that love the car community. You know, this is why we do what we do. We want to also provide an alternative, right? There's people that enjoy driving fast. There's individuals that enjoy going to these takeovers and doing donuts. They think it's fun and exciting. But we don't want them doing that on the street. We don't want them to put people's lives at risk. So Lily and I were like, let's find an alternative. And I'm like, here we go, Lily and I at the track. You know, Lily's like, I hate the smell of burnt rubber. She's like, but I love the barbecue. And so we go to the track, and her and I are like, let's take these kids to the track. Let's find an alternative for them. And then we hear this announcer, and we're like, man, this guy's awesome. Like, who's talking? Where's this coming from? Is God speaking? Like, what is going on? And then Bob Vick came out, and he introduced us, and he goes, do you guys want to come inside and see it from my view? Do you want to see it? And we're just watching him work his magic as he's talking about he knew everything about every single car. Like, I don't even know. It's a whole different language for me. But Bob showed me, so I am really excited that Bob has been working for us actually for about 5 years now. I think Bob has been partnered with SRK, giving us an opportunity to give teens an alternative to street racing and taking it to the track. So Bob, please come on up, tell us a little bit more about taking it.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you doing out there? Has anyone ever been to Irwindale Drag Strip? A few of you. I'm the guy behind the window you never saw, but you heard me all day long. I got involved with street racing. Yes, I did. Back when I was a teen. I was a spectator. I didn't participate. Anyone who drives back then, that was a long time ago, you did some of that stuff. You got involved with it. I grew out of it real quick. By the time I was 18, I said, yeah, this is the way to do it. I came from the projects. I was a kid in the projects back in those days. And I wanted to break free of that. So I looked at cars. I'm a car enthusiast. I have been as long as I can remember. And I sought a way to channel that enthusiasm. And I got into racing, legitimate racing. I've road raced, I've drag raced, I've run stock cars. I have been involved. I took a driving class, Top Fuel champion. or past champion Jack Beckman taught me how to drive a dragster. He's a good friend now. I've made a way of living through automobiles. I've worked almost 40 years on the manufacturing side for BMW, Nissan, Isuzu, and General Motors. I also worked for AAA. I was the collector car guy for AAA for 8 years, and I escaped. No. How many auto enthusiasts out here? You build models, you watch car racing, you want to get involved with it more? I use that as my escape to get out of the life that I grew up with, and it worked. I write for a magazine. I have for a number of years. I've written for a newspaper. I've been announcing, making people listen to me, whether they wanted to or not, for over 50 years. Yes, I'm old. I tell a story, and I told the chief this. I worked at LA County Raceway for 20 years. No one saw me out of the tower. I was just the voice. Kind of like radio. We talk to ourselves for hours on end. Never know if anyone's listening. Well, I walked into the shop at the office that I worked at. There was a guy there. He had LACR stickers all over his rollaway. I said, "You race out there?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "What car do you drive?" He goes, "I got a red and black Camaro." I said, "Oh, you're Jeff." He goes, "Yeah, do you race out there?" And pulling up to the starting line, he goes, "Oh, crap." He never saw me out of the tower. I never saw him without a helmet on. So I didn't recognize him. He didn't recognize me. Now, later on, I went to work with a friend called Randy Cardoon. Now, he was on KNX radio for a number of years, and we both did a show called Talking About Cars on KNX. We have a special talent. We sit and we talk. We don't know if anyone's listening. But we did a show called Talking About Cars. That went from a radio to TV, and we were on Power Tube TV for a few years. I was on Speed Scene Live TV for 5 years. I enjoy relaying information about cars. I use my enthusiasm for cars to make a living. And it's been a pretty good living, too. Like I said, I work for manufacturers. I write for a magazine now called Rodding USA. It's a hot rodding magazine. And I met the guy who's the publisher cruising down an alley on my way to see a relative. And he had a hot rod in the garage. I stopped and talked to him. That was 40 years ago. And we're still friends, which is strange. But we tolerate each other well. But we have fun. We use cars as an outlet to make a living. And you can do the same thing. Now, one of the things she talked about was street racing and the injuries and the deaths that you see. I have a friend, Christmas Day, 4 years ago, was watching a street race. The two cars got out of shape. They crashed. They got him. He died on the scene, Christmas Day. That's the bad impact that I've had with street racing. Another friend lost his nephew, 4th of July this year, over the same situation. He wasn't racing, he was watching. Cars get out of control. One thing I found about most street racers is they run out of talent before they run out of horsepower. And it happens. Now, on cars, when you rate them by horsepower and torque. The definition for me is horsepower is how fast you can hit the wall. Torque is how far you push it. And we see that all the time. If you're going to drive quick, you need the skills. AAA's driving school will give you the basic skills for learning how to drive. After that, that's up to you. There are plenty of driver schools that will give you advanced training on car control. And just because you learn car control doesn't necessarily mean you can race. But it does give you the skills you need to drive every day. Some of the skills that I learned racing, accident avoidance. How many times have you seen a guy get out of shape in front of you, pull over to the side, hit the brakes at the wrong time? What do? Well, first reaction might be to hit the brakes. It's not the way to do it. You may have to drive around it. Sometimes avoiding an accident means driving past it, not driving into it. Many times they teach you, hit the brakes. Well, okay, that's great. You go straight into the car that just did an accident. You don't want to be part of that accident. So you drive around it. Now, all my life, I've driven cars that handled it well. That was one of the things that I did. I got into road racing. And I wanted a car that would corner well. Didn't have to be fast, but it stuck to the ground. I drove sports cars. I drove imports. Now, imports are the biggest thing right now. But when I was a kid, that was rare. You didn't see too many of them on the road. And most of them didn't come from Japan. They came from Britain. Britain was a leading import car manufacturer for decades upon decades. So I drove British cars. But I worked for Nissan. And I took championship one year driving a Nissan product. So I say I'm bilingual with cars. I don't care what brand it is. If it's fun, it's fun. If it's good looking, it's good looking. Right now, my wife and I, she's as car crazy as I am. We have 7 cars. And we enjoy them. We just got rid of one, so we're down. So, plus a vintage trailer. So we have an antique trailer. We told we have an antique station wagon. So we are definitely totally immersed in cars. But use it positively. If you love cars, if you like cars like I did, use it as an escape. Use it as a way of progressing through life. Because cars aren't going away. Learn to be part of it if that's what you want to do. I did. I took all the technical training I could. That's how I got my first job. I was an auto shop teacher for LA County Juvenile Probation Department. I went from there writing for a newspaper. From there, I went to the manufacturing side. You use the knowledge that you can to better yourself. I did. Anyone else can. If I did it, anyone can do it. It's just something you can do. I went to college. I've got a degree in broadcasting. I do it, but I never did it full time. But when I did, it was all car related. And I got into it the back door. I was racing. I went up to Simon and Scoring to find out what my lap times were. I wanted to see how I compared to the other guys I was against. And the guy says, I gotta go run my car. And he handed me the microphone. So I started talking just like I am now. The guy walked out of the crowd and said, I'd like to get paid. Oh yeah, this is good. And that's how I got into announcing auto racing. That led me to the newspaper, then led me to BMW, then led me to another announcing job. I was writing for the newspaper, went to the drag strip in Palmdale, it was just opening up to cover it. They go, aren't you the guy that announces over the fairgrounds? I go, yeah, I was here. And I stayed for 20 years. So take your passion for cars, take your knowledge, expand it, use it. If you love the cars, make that your career. If you love something like that, you never work a day in your life. And I don't. My wife can prove that too. Anyway, any questions out there? Oh gosh, I'm quiet. All right, well, thank you very much for letting me be here. And, congratulations on the scholarship winner.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Bob. Fantastic. So we want to do some special thank yous, and then we're going to transition and hear from Chris Young, and he will have an opportunity to speak with you all for a bit before we get to, or a few minutes before we get to our scholarships. So for our thank yous, we are going to pull up some names, and so you all have an opportunity to look on the screen as well. For our sponsors, we would like to thank the Auto Club of Southern California, Aries Electric, Colvin Video Productions, LA County 2nd District Supervisor Holly Mitchell, LA County 4th District Supervisor Janice Hahn, Lori Love, additionally, Smart and Final, Torrance Kiwanis Club, and Waymo. Please give them all a round of applause. We would be remiss if we didn't thank our wonderful scholarship committee. And so for those of you that are in the room, a part of the committee, if you could please stand so you can be honored. So we would like to thank Amanda Ventura, Chris Young, Eunice Vivas, Gabby Segovia, Jen Harris, Lily Trujillo Puckett, Lauren Oliveira, Jupiter Alessandro, and Luna Acuyo. Thank you all very much. Over 90 essays to read, okay? All right, and finally, some additional partner thank yous. We would like to thank Alley's Way, Brotherhood Crusade, California Highway Patrol, Connected to Lead, Colvin Video Productions, the Los Angeles County Department of Public Health, the Los Angeles County Department of Youth Development, Magnolia Science Academy 3, SBCC Wilmington, the Office of Traffic Safety, Wilmington Familias College, Familias Sanas, and Streets Are for Everyone. Let's give it up for them. Thank you all very much. And so with that, we're actually going to bring up Chris Young. Thank you very much. He's wanting to say a few words, and then we'll have an opportunity to give out some amazing scholarships.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Chris Young, Driver Services Program Manager for the Auto Club of Southern California. I'm super excited to be here today. One, because as students, you are now going to embark and you'll probably be on the road next to us. So it's a privilege to be able to give you and know that you're getting a quality education in driver's training from the Auto Club of Southern California. Two, I think it's amazing that you get to be inspired by people who have turned tragedy into triumph. And there are a lot of those people in the room. So if you ever need to see what recovery looks like, what it looks like to rebound or to be successful even in spite of pain, the people who are here today are living examples of that. Lily, you inspire me in ways that are hard to describe because you took something that would take so many of us out and turned it into something that benefits so many kids. The same with partners like SAFE. And to be in a room full of inspiring people is a privilege, just like driving. I'm honored to work with such dedicated people like Angeline and Roman, Susie, Tiffany, all of my partners at the Auto Club of Southern California. We are here because we embody where passion meets purpose, and we love to educate and advocate. I'm also honored because I am a North High alumni, so to be standing here with North High students and to read their doing great things. So to all of the individuals who wrote essays, thank you for taking time to attend the summit. Thank you for learning. You know, we're going to be on the road together someday. So you are committing to not just yourself, but the communities we serve and the places we go. So I want to thank all of you for that. And with that, I'd like to start presenting our scholarships.
All right, so we're excited about this, me guys, and all the aces were wonderful. Very, very hard for us to make a decision, but honestly, you guys put your heart into it, and I forgot my glasses. No. All right, everyone. So we're gonna start on, please. Alison Petelier, can you please come up? Jordan High School, thank you. All right, from Marco Antonio Firework High School, Andres Menendez, he's coming out.
And while he's making his way,
Angel Munoz from Paramount High School. Do we see okay. And of course, Anthony Alexander Becerra Murillo from Poly High School. Here. Here comes. All right, and while he's walking, we have Anthony Lopez from North High. He's coming up from North High. Ariana Tafoya. Ariana Tafoya actually had to work today, but she made an effort to move things around. Thank you very much. Azul Cortez from San Pedro High School. Brandon Pardo from Magnolia Science Academy, Carson. Danielle Vasquez, Magnolia Science Academy. Brandon Pardo. Desiree Barraza. Magnolia Science Academy. Fabrizio Arataki from North High. Giselle Becerra from Los Angeles Mission College. And Noah Sophia Tran from North High School. Leonardo Jimenez, Magnolia Science Academy. And of course, we have Jace Young from City of Angels. All right. Jaylene Martinez, Van High School. Jasmine Isaiah, North High. Joe Rosales, Cabrillo High School. Constance Logan from Los Angeles Mission College. Devana Hunter Palomares from Magnolia Science Academy. And yes, of course, we have Lizette Uriarte from Paramount High School. Yes, thank you. Maria Ruiz. Jefe Academy in UCLA. And where is Mateo Carter? I just opened it up. Like, oh, come on, Mateo from Kids Prep. And this is a name that I really love. Maximo Auregui. Maite Viveros, board of Los Angeles High School. Maite, come on now. Almost there. Monique Vega from Magnolia Science Academy. Okay, Carson, thank you. Regina Rodriguez from Magnolia Science Academy. And I have to say, I'm sorry guys, but I love this name. Valentina Arismendi. I really, this is my last one for AAA, guys. Because this person, if he's here, he came all the way from Antelope Valley. That's one of the places that we ended up going in Lancaster. Zeta Yosef Woodson. All right, so I think we have everyone from the Auto Club of Southern California. What's her name?
Yeah, go again.
Yes, thank you. Yes, all right, everyone. Well, that's right now for the article of Southern California. Like I said, we had so many guys, so many. But we're good on this batch with everybody stopping our partners. And I have to ask people to help me. You know, so who can help me? Who can help me get more over here, right? So thank you, City Councilman of Torrance, Sam Schick, for sponsoring one of the scholarships. So I'm hoping to see Abigail Barrera is here. Thank you for sponsoring. Thank you so much. All right, now we have, and then of course, Supervisor Jensen also helped us out with this, Anna Holova. Caitlin Guyen. Danica Mesweg. Daniela Casillas. College graduation here. Hawaii, other bag. From Guadalupe State, Hawaii. Thank you. Jacqueline Soto. Joseph Vincent Lau. You made it, Joseph. Thank you. Josue Barrios. Jordan Martinez. Lanel Smith. Oh, what you say? You made it. Thank you. Nicholas Chacon. He's coming. Nicholas is coming. Nicholas. And Rafael Terrero. All right. Ricardo Tobar. Stephanie Soto. Last but not least, Zoe Rosen. All right. As we said, we had so many this year. It was really hard. So very happy, especially for all the students. They came from some of them, like you said, so far away. So many schools, and we're so happy to impact so many schools and so many students. One of the things that really touches me is to be able to share our stories. We're all sharing our stories, so victims that we go and speak, and in any case. And to make sure and to know that we can give them this power so they know what to do, what they will, and what to do in case they're in a bad situation. How I wish somebody talked to my daughter about seatbelt safety, and how important it is to have your seatbelt on when you're in the back seat. How important it is that we can tell them, hey, if you've been challenged to a race, what to do. How can you get out of a bad situation if someone is driving high, or whatever it is, you're in a bad situation and stand up for yourself. This is what we do in reenactments. But these things that we use to give the skills to this young generation that are not driving, they were just young drivers, maybe we always think like, they'll remember something, they'll remember our story, they'll take something from everything that we talked about and make them realize the respect they have to our wheel and use that steering wheel as transportation, not as a weapon, so they can dance and live through life and live a beautiful world. So thank you everyone for being here today, but I'd like to introduce our next guest. And we're so happy that he showed up and came. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely, and I'll throw in one more thank you to everybody. You know, there's not a day that goes by that Lily and myself don't think about Valentina and think about Bethany. And that is why we fight so hard to do all the work that we do. Bob said it best, it's not a job if you love what you do. And we love both of these girls, and we do it. Everything that we do is out of love. And there have been days that Lily and I are exhausted, and we still get up, and we get there, we're like, I'm so glad we came today. I'm so glad we did this today. You know, so there is so much love in this room. I want you guys all to just give your children, your guardians a hug. Congratulations on your today.
Okay, Renata, would you like to comment up? Renata Arteaga?
Today is really special. Please grab a box. And now, and like Lillian said, we've met so many people through our journey. So I really would like to introduce to you somebody that is near and dear to our heart, that has collaborated with our organization. And even though he talks highly of us, Lil and I truly look up to LAPD Chief Graham.
So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I'm the son of a nurse. And if any of you know nurses, you know they're incredibly strong and powerful women. My mom is a Filipino nurse. I know, soak it in, right? For 45 years. She taught me that service is what love looks like in the real world. So then I married a nurse coincidentally with the same name. So I don't confuse my names, because I'm a simple man. And so I have been taking orders from women my entire life. So when these incredible, powerful women ask me to do something, of course I'm going to do it. Not only because I'm conditioned to do so, but because, just like my mother taught me, you see what love looks like when it's projected into the real world. When someone can take their heart and turn it into action, and turn it into energy, that's what love looks like in the real world. So while they thank me for coming and they thank me for supporting them, it's their inspiration that keeps all of us moving forward. Do I have any Star Wars fans in the room? Let me hear your Star Wars fan. Total nerd, right here. Don't let this cool cop thing confuse you. Right? So if you remember Rogue One, right? Rebellions are what, or hope is what makes rebellions. Well, hope is also what makes the future. The future doesn't have value without hope. Lily said hope during her remarks. And it's hope which consistently brings us back. Because if we were to sum up some of the things that we have seen in our lives, and let me tell you, in 39 days, that will be my 30th anniversary as a Los Angeles policeman. I know I'm going to read. My secret is if I continue to gain weight, it pushes the wrinkles out, and then you just can't tell how old I am. But in 30 years, I have seen a tremendous amount of tragedy. And from the enforcement side, I have arrested a lot of people for doing bad things. I've given a lot of tickets to people for doing bad things. And you know what? People are still doing bad things. So I realize that this uniform, to some of you in this room, represents consequence. But I'm here to tell you that despite how hard we work, the real power to bring safety to a community is with you. Hope. Watching these young people come up here and get a certificate that basically says, I am going to step forward and I am going to get an education to allow me to operate a vehicle safer on the motorway, is hope. It's hope that IA someday won't be necessary. Trust me, it's not right now. It's the hope that you young people, will pick up where we have fell down as your adults, and you will go further than we have ever done. We were talking earlier with my friends from AAA, who've always been fantastic partners and stood by law enforcement, and we thank you for that, about technology and how sometimes, actually not sometimes, most of the time, technology outpaces morality. Right? Bob said it when he said people run out of skill before they run out of horsepower. Right? It's the very same concept. Engineers have been working so hard to make cars faster and smoother, quieter, and more comfortable. And we get into our cars and we settle in, and we get the climate control and the fans in the seats. Right? We've got fans in the seats now. Right? And we get up on the roadway and we forget that we are at the helm of a 5,000-pound weapon. Now, I've been to some terrible things in my 30 years on this department, but I can tell you without a doubt, there's nothing worse than having to knock on the door in the middle of the night and tell two parents that their child is not coming home. So, when I think about hope, I think about what all of you young people in this room represent. Because so much of this is driven by reputation and by what's cool, right? To me, and this is just, from my outsider association, because my technological acumen disappeared when my Palm Pilot went obsolete. So the few laughing people in the room are over 40. But You young people have been driven by social media, and social media is what drives a lot of this deadly behavior. Get faster, get closer, get more dangerous. Who's profiting on this? We just made an arrest, and the district attorney's office filed 16 charges on someone for felony conspiracy to organize a street race who has never been out of his mother's basement during these street races, but uses the power of social media to influence people to do the dangerous and deadly things that he does not want to do, but has no problem making money off of it when he does. So you young people in the room, you who control what is cool, and I know that because I have 4 teenagers at home. My daughter spent all of last week talking about hookah. Like, you are not smoking hookah. She said, no, Dad, it's a dance. It's homecoming. I mean, you can't pronounce homecoming? It's only one more syllable, girl. Spit it out. Right? This is the culture of today. But you control what's cool. You control what people want to watch. And more importantly, in this culture, you control what people want to advertise. Right? When you reject the things that are deadly, when you reject the things that are inherently dangerous, when you reject the things that will change your life forever, with a decision that you make and you might not ever know it, that's when we'll really change things. My job has a purpose, and I've done it nobly and happily for 30 years. But the real public safety comes from you. And so, as we talk about hope of the future, I hope all of you young people take this scholarship as just the first step in being safe. Don't just take the skills, have the conversations. Be willing to stand up to your friends and go, no, that is, you're bad, right? Be willing to turn off the social media that shows you things that are just exploiting other people. And parents, support your kids when they do that. I know too many street racers whose parents have become all but enablers of their illegal activity. Because when their car gets towed, mommy and daddy show up at the police station to bail the car up. We have to step up and do the parenting that society needs us to do. Every one of you parents today, you should be very proud of your child, because they have taken a step forward in being a better, safer, more responsible citizen. Right? And as someone who too many times has been the whoop behind your parent, right? I can tell you, trust me when I tell you this, right? A police officer's best day is when nothing happens. And we all strive for that ideal. Rebellions are built on hope, but so are great societies. Hope is not a plan. You are planning with this scholarship to get better and be better. I'm asking you to add hope to that plan by having those conversations, being brave. Don't just go with what's cool, but control what's cool. And what's cool is enjoying and dancing your way through the rest of your life. Thank you all very much.
We have one more team, Ashley Vega coming up. All of this will not be possible without representing sponsors from AAA. And thank you so much. Look how many came here today. Thank you for coming. I received the certificates, I think at 2 a.m., Roman, or something like that, were coming in. Thank you for working, the Midnight Logo, working with us. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Angeline coming all the way from San Diego. So everybody that is here, thank you.
No, guys, we could probably double it next year.
Yes, thank you. And Kyle, Tyler, and everyone for the Office of Hollywood, thank you guys so much for coming. And I'm very proud of my one of my board members that even if it was his son's birthday, he came.
Happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Where's Mark? Mark, thank you. It's good. Thank you, Mark. Mayor of Palmeiras. Thank you so much, Mark, for the time. Would you like to say a few words? Thank you, Mark.
I'll be brief. Hi there, my name is Mark Noren, Mayor of the City of Lomita, but more importantly, I sit on the Board of Directors for Street Racing Kills. And you were great up here, Officer. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Lions. I had an event here a couple of years ago, South Bay Chambers, and this is an amazing place, so thank you for allowing us to meet. Next, I'm going to shout out to our sponsors, Auto Club and Waymoo and County Supervisor's offices and many others. I just have one question for Auto Club. I was late. I was a member since I was 16. Then I was late on a payment, my renewal. And I should be a member for almost 30-some years, but it only says 20-some years. So if you can help me out with that, I appreciate that. All right. I take my Auto Club membership very seriously. So again, thank you for being a part of this since day one. We appreciate that. Also, as a board member, we're looking for board members. So Auto Club, Waymoo, if you guys want to step it up and be with us, looking at Assam over here. We need board members, and it's a great board. And I'll tell you, I never met Betty. I never met Valentina. But I know these two amazing women right here. And I know what they do. They are very passionate. They are very passionate in what they do for Street Racing Kills. So if you want to be a part of the cool kids, be a part of a really good board, we need you. Because this is on the forefront of every night we hear about it in the news. So be a part of us and help other kids do the right thing. And I applaud all of you young men and women getting the scholarships. You guys are examples of the kind of kids we want you guys to be and the grown-ups that we want you to be. We're empowering you to pass the word along to do the right thing, not to get in somebody's car and go and do donuts on the bridge over there in East LA or anywhere. You know what I'm talking about. Be smart. Be smart. I have two kids that still live at home, and I worry about them all the time. And they're older. My son just turned 24 today, and that's where I was earlier. And I still worry about him. They still live at home. My daughter's 28. Yeah, they still live at home. And I still worry about them because I just want to make sure they make the right choices. And I tell them all the time, if you're drinking, just give us a call. We have family and friends that will go pick you up. Don't drink and drive. Do not do it. Even if you're smoking some pot or any of that kind of stuff, don't do it. Don't get in behind the wheel because you may not hurt yourself, but you might hurt somebody else. So again, thank you for letting me allow you to speak. I love Street Racing Kills. And again, if you're interested in joining the board, please see myself or Lori or Lily. All right. Thank you, everyone.
All right. And just real quick, I'd like to give these awards. I know that Janice office will not be here, but I would like to honor all the team that went with us everywhere to present in all the high schools. Well, we had events and some schools everywhere at, and they deserve it because it's for fun. We have to go far away, guys, and we have to set up and do everything. And sometimes with Jen, we're running out of time, or who's covering, this and that. So the team is amazing. The SRK team. So I'd like to welcome Victoria Ochoa. Please come on up. Yes, our team. Lori Argumero too. All right. Miss Gabby Segovia, where are you? Wilmington event that we do every year, so it wasn't for her. I don't know what I will do with, but she gets everything from the taco guy to everything. So thank you. Irma Hernandez. And I have John G, but he's not here, or Jacob. But I met this woman right before the pandemic. And we never thought we'd be collaborating for so long. And if it wasn't for Jen Harris, that's been helping me forever during the pandemic, we didn't know what to do. We couldn't go to any schools. And she calls me because she has some virtual event, but she's like the master of Zoom master over here.
The Jedi.
The Jedi. So, and I was like, well, I want to speak at school. She's like, so that's how the virtual respectable summit came about. Because she knows how to use it perfectly, and then we've been going ever since and presenting everywhere. Thank you, Jen, for always being my co-presenter. And thank you for presenting this Masters AAA. Thank you so much for being here again. These scholarships mean the world to us and mean the world to the kids. So thank you so much.